Logan, wait. Before you do the introduction to the Master of Unlocking podcast, like you do every week, I need to let you know, I think you've put on a few pounds. Yeah. We need to talk about your cholesterol. And as your physician and lawyer, I want to let you know that I feel like this is a cheesy bit I'm doing here.
I was going to try to stay quiet, but I couldn't. And welcome to the Master of Unlocking podcast.
Welcome.
I'm your host, Logan. I am a terrible host, and I suck at everything, and I don't even like video games. All right.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
And you don't even like fast food. Like, you pretend like you like it, but clearly all you eat is
I'm
is
here.
kale and... This effing guy, this poser over here, I like fast food. I like video. He weighs like 105 pounds.
Yeah. You know what? As punishment, you got to stay silent for the rest of the episode.
Don't say a word.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? I'm going to show this sick video game haul to Caleb. You don't get to say anything. How about that? Speechless. That's what I thought. Just like LeBron James after getting beat down by the Suns.
Yeah.
It's bad luck, Logan.
All right.
You play video games?
Yeah, I do. We usually start with fast food, though.
I don't want to talk about that because I, like you, had a bad experience with fast food.
I had, you already know about this, but for our listeners, I had such a bad experience that it almost put me off of doing the fast food podcasting challenges anymore. I'm about one or two bad drive-thrus away from just swearing off fast food until, the problem is right now, there's a nationwide shortage of labor. That's number one. Number two, we have a brand new company that just built a giant plant that is taking all of the available workforce. So it's even extra worse here.
That's a good point.
So what just happened there? We're good, I think. Yeah, we're still good.
We're still making noise, and I see this.
Okay.
Right?
We had a
cord.
Okay, whatever. But anyway, so it's getting anything that requires minimum wage labor right now in this town it's rough. It's very rough.
Not only that, but not just like technology or just certain kinds of things have been impacted by the pipeline. It's not just that, but like the COVID thing, then work shortage, thus supplies.
Yeah.
It's not just like cool stuff. It's everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, po' boy rolls. For instance.
Yeah, you tried and
no, had it on a brioche bun, which was mediocre.
Okay.
But we have to tell your story first because we both ate the same item, but we weren't trying to get this item.
Yeah, we were trying for the cheesecake blast, the strawberry cheesecake blast.
Strawberry cheesecake blast, yeah.
I went last night. I ordered through the app, the Sonic app. I got up to the drive-thru. Last time we did a Sonic order, I tried to get onion rings through the app. I tried to order onion rings in addition to our thing. I got to the drive-thru and they said, "Sorry, we're out of onion rings. Can we replace them with tots?" I was like, "Fine, whatever. I don't care." And she said, "Well, sorry for your inconvenience. Here is a coupon for a free onion ring. Come back and get your free onion ring at any point in the future, no expiration."
That's good.
It's like, yeah, cool. So I put an order in the app for the cheesecake blast and the chicken po' boy because it was like $1.50 through the app.
Yeah, it was nothing. Yeah.
And then I got to the drive-thru and I said I have a pickup order and I was also going to redeem my free onion ring as well, right? They were out of all three of those.
All three.
All three.
Wow. Okay. All three.
So, and that was also after a pretty bad day, to be honest. So just a cherry on top of a bad day, just not having it. but slept on it, and
You and Mary McCheese.
I went home and baked myself some frozen chicken nuggets. Went to bed and woke up feeling a little bit better about it.
Good. I'm
So
glad.
I'm back in, but man, bad experience. But then today, about 1:00, I'm gonna go back, just because I knew we were gonna do this today.
Yeah.
It's like might as well give it another shot. Still out of the cheesecake blast. Still out of onion rings. I asked about the po' boy, and she said, "Give me 1 second." And then I was like, "She's gonna come back and tell me that they don't have them." And she came back and she said, "We do have that." So I did get that.
This is the popcorn chicken po' boy from Sonic. Go ahead. You first.
Me first.
Shut up, McCheese. No one's talking to you.
It was
He
fine.
almost interrupted you.
You didn't? Did you not like this thing?
I had it on maybe like the improper bun.
Oh, okay.
They were out of the bun by the time I got there.
I mean, it was basically just a hot dog bun that I had it on.
Okay. So I don't know if you've ever had it. Have you ever had the Popeyes po' boys?
Mm-mm.
Those things are fire.
Okay.
And so knowing that like this is kind of against that,
Yeah.
it never had a shot.
I could have just taken those chicken nuggets I had last night and put them on a hot dog bun, and it would have been about the same.
Yeah, I give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little more generous. I'm going to give it a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if somebody handed me one, I would gladly eat it.
You would
I'm not going
gladly
to
eat
order this thing again, but
It was also like basically free in the
Yeah.
app. I looked
Yeah.
it up today and I was like, maybe I won't do this. And it was like, your total is $225. I was like, okay,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Fine. You got me, app.
Oh, also for anybody that tries this, the Sonic app, you cannot cancel your order through the app.
Okay.
If you call their customer service, they also cannot cancel the order. They have to do a refund, which takes 7 to 10 business days.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine. It was like what, $6 for the po' boy and the cheesecake thing.
You do got to hand it to Sonic for it is cheap. Like if you compare it to, we talk about this a lot, but like those higher tier, like you can go to Chick-fil-A and you could really bang the wallet. It's really good. But
I feel like we always get so excited about the stuff that they have because it's always something unique. Like it's something that you don't get at McDonald's or whatever. And then we end up getting it and we're like, it was bad.
we had the one good experience, the Slinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're little like mini chicken sando.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but we once again have like the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
The chicken sandwich thing. And I do know that Logan would try, without being told, the Burger King chicken.
Can you do it like Kevin Harlan?
Oh, what did he say? I can't. Oh, the other night he was talking about, it's like when someone hits a shot, Reggie. Chicken is what he said.
I love him. I am like, I guess no offense to Marv Albert. No offense to Marv Albert. He has been sitting in that first chair way too long.
Kick a guy while he's out.
Yeah,
Jesus, let the man take a lap, Caleb.
Wait, maybe I'm misremembering this, but didn't he get in legal trouble for like domestic abuse?
Yeah,
something?
Marv's not the best guy.
So I mean, I don't feel bad about kicking him while he's down. You know, he's also been a bad announcer for a long time. So I am very excited for Kevin Harlan to get that first chair, that TNT, that main game that they have, instead of having to do late night all the time.
Yeah, he's earned it.
Yeah.
What team is he on for football? Is he on CBS? Is that the Westwood family of broadcast? Is he a CBS
I don't
guy?
think I've... Oh, man, I don't know.
It's definitely not the NBC team.
No.
He's not on the Fox team. It's got to be CBS. And is it just radio?
I think he might be on like when they do it on like Amazon or like those.
Maybe he doesn't do TV and he just does football radio. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Because I hope that if that means he had to drop a sport, please God, don't let it be basketball.
Right.
If for some reason he had to. Yeah, because he's great on NBA. He's fantastic on NBA. I agree.
Yep. But anyway, so that's what we're doing next week.
I think so. I think if I
You don't get a say. You've just been terrible all night.
I feel like you've got some pretty bad E3 predictions over there.
Yeah, I know. He's sitting over there all smug, like he's ruling the world. Like, this is my podcast because I host it.
I'm the mayor of this podcast.
I know. I'm just sick of it.
I've got a top hat.
Sick of it.
Jerk. God, look at him. You disgust me.
We'll see. I think they will keep them around for a while, I'm guessing. But Casey's also has a couple of new pizzas that we need to add to our food challenge.
I think I'm in on that because hopefully this is the last chicken sandwich we do for a while.
Where else could add a chicken sandwich? Everybody's already done it.
We're lucky that we did the Hardee's breakfast one. Because there would be another one.
Does Arby's have a chicken sandwich?
They do.
But they've had it.
They've had it.
New.
I mean, they're due for a relaunch like everybody else.
Yeah. But I think we've done the rounds on everybody else.
And we've not done it. I've not eaten it since we started this, but the naked chicken chalupa is back.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had that?
I have not, but I have learned through this experience that I'm not a big fan of chalupas. So,
what if it wasn't a chalupa and it was a chicken shell chalupa?
Oh.
It's not the actual chalupa. It's a fried chicken shell. Am I educating you on this right now?
Completely misunderstood that.
They call it naked chicken.
That's what the naked part means.
It's basically my favorite thing about that Burger King chicken boat.
Okay.
Is it's chicken of some kind.
It's like pressed
wrapped,
chicken.
Yeah.
It's like that paste chicken.
That is then fried
like
a shell, like a chalupa shell.
And then what goes in it?
Just veggies and toppings and cheese.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me more meat.
No.
Okay.
They should put bacon in there, though, for the record.
No, just put some of your Taco Bell, like, beef in there.
I can't. You know me and that stuff. That's where I draw the
Is
line.
it? Okay.
It's low, but that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
That tube of... I have a new coworker
You're okay with tube chicken, just not tube beef?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the tube beef, I just can't. It's like... I have a new coworker who can't eat beef, but she can eat the Taco Bell beef because it's not actually real beef. Like, it's not beef-like enough.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
She can't digest legitimate beef, but she can eat Taco Bell beef.
Because it's not actually beef.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
You're correct. This is like when anytime you see wings pronounced or spelled with a Y instead of an I,
Yeah.
it technically isn't a chicken wing or have the meat enough to be a chicken wing. So look out for that. Shut up and eat the king.
Yeah. Chiking. Coming next week. Whether Logan wants to or not. I don't care what you think.
You're not the mayor of me. This guy.
Okay. So, games.
We've got a couple of items here.
Okay.
It's a week where he's being ultra quiet for some reason. So we can tackle what we played.
Mm-hmm.
We can tackle E3 predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can tackle Mystery Sack. Mystery Sack.
Mystery Sack first.
What's inside
I need to know what's in the Mystery
Sack. You want my sack? You got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I
So
want
what?
that blue sack. I'm trying to work that joke in. It's not coming together. I need to workshop that one a bit.
Well, it's better than anything McCheese has said over here all night.
Better than anything McCheese has said in the entire history of the podcast.
God, the worst. What we're gonna do here? I have not opened several of these.
Oh, okay.
So I sliced them.
Okay.
So you'll just have to take them out of the sack, and you can surprise me with what one of my games is in these cases.
Got it.
So the first thing I want you to do is in here is a game without a box.
Okay.
I opened one.
All right.
So find that game.
Find the game without the box.
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot in here.
Yep. The game is loose. It is a cartridge.
Is it in the? I think it's in the bottom. I'm just gonna
It's fine.
do this
That's fine.
because this is a full
Box
sack.
number 2. Yes. Game number 2. Mystery game number
There we
2.
go, found it.
Coming out. Cartridge is what is it?
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
I would do this, but I'm so far away. That's not gonna matter.
This is On Logan's wall, back here somewhere, I think. This is cartridge only.
This is the one that you had a tough time finding at a decent price.
It is. There are two 16-bit Turtles games. Turtles in Time for the SNES, right here, and the Hyperstone Heist for the Genesis. There are there's differences between the two. I consider this one, Turtles in Time, to be the better one.
Okay.
If you've ever seen footage of these games, have you ever seen a foot soldier thrown at a screen?
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's that.
That's this one.
Got it.
Which was honestly like the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever when I was a kid.
Definitely.
The 16-bit, the Sega one, Hyperstone Heist does not have that. But it's got some music and some bosses that aren't in this one. So you pick and choose, but I think this is the better of the two.
And neither of those are the infamously hard one, right?
These are challenging, but no, those are the NES. That's the NES one. Okay. Turtles 1 for the NES. Brutal. Good, but brutal.
Are these both of them 4-player? Or
yes.
I guess they.
Yes, you could if you had the adapters. Yeah.
Okay.
You could do all 4 turtles on both of them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
This one is they've made more of them, so the value of this one is less than Hyperstone Heist on Sega because there's less of them.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to find Hyperstone Heist because I played and owned both of them when I was a kid, but this was the one that I wanted more because you could throw an foot soldier at the screen, which was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time.
Nice.
All right,
we're going with this one.
Mystery game number one.
Mystery game number 1.
This is me filling my library for all you dedicated listeners out there with
man,
games that I didn't have.
This one's wrapped in bubble wrap.
Is
though,
it
so
more bubble wrap?
More bubble wrap. So I'm gonna have to put the mic down for this.
Okay, go ahead.
I need some scissors, actually.
Sorry. Did you get the No, this isn't an ASMR thing, McCheese. Stop it. We're not going to listen to the bubble wrap. God, you're gross. You're gross. No. Shh. No one's talking to you, McCheese. Okay? Ooh, bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. I'm excited. I don't know what it is, Caleb. I don't know what it is. I haven't opened any of these.
This was also, I own this. It's one of my favorite games.
Really?
I'm pretty sure this was on the list when we dissected our lists. This was also on my list.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. When we did our top games. Got it. Wow. Good on this eBay person for really taking care of my game. Mario 64. This card is in good
That's
shape,
in really
isn't
good
it?
shape, yeah. Yeah. There's like hardly any wear on that label.
I didn't pay a fortune for this either. I got a really good price.
Yeah. That's good.
The guy took apart the cart and actually showed the board and everything. I remember. So, Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. I feel good about this one. This one I got, I think it was like $20 or $25 under market value. Yeah, it was a bid that just didn't go as high as market value. And these are mostly the theme with these finds is under market value, so I bought them. Because you feel like you won a little bit there, you know what I mean? But there are games that I'm now coming up against that I can't. Like I'm chasing a few that are not happening. Mario 64.
Game that changed platformers forever.
Dude, so good. So good. Mystery game number 2. There's one in here that I've been chasing for a long while. You'll know. What's the local news? Where's that newspaper from? Where's it from?
Suffolk County Community College?
It's I think that's Massachusetts.
No idea.
Suffolk County?
Well, let's see. Yeah. Probably New York.
Oh, New York. Okay.
It could be Massachusetts, though.
I don't know.
They could have gone to a community college.
Is there another? I keep giving you box within box.
Yeah,
and
there's
I thought
another
I
box.
was helping you out.
Just more newspaper in there. Okay, I'm going to put the mic down here. Oh, there's this one. Oh, okay. We'll see if I can get this open.
We'll need to do scissors if not. Oh, yeah. He's getting it. Literally, there's a game in this pile that I cannot wait to see. I mean, I'm excited about all of them. Is this the one?
Probably.
Is this the one? Okay. There's one that I'm like, I am. Oh, that's it, isn't it? What do you
Silent
got?
Hill.
Silent Hill for the PlayStation 1. Look at this case, man.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. It's Black Label. It's always important for me.
Ooh. I
Yeah.
got some goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. This also was way under market value,
Really?
especially right now, because the auctions for Silent Hill on eBay are insane right now.
Yeah. What's that disc look like? Does
Let's
it have
take a look.
artwork on it?
Let's take a look.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you never seen the disc?
I've not seen the disc.
There you go. There's the manual. There's the disc. I got this for under 100.
Nice.
I think I paid like 85 for it.
The,
And the market value for it is way more than that.
There's something about like PS1 art that's just like
Appealing.
really hits. Well, we got a visitor.
He was down here.
we thought we put him upstairs. He hid from us.
This is your fault. You.
Okay.
Just sit on his lap. Sit on his lap. Right there.
Yep. All right.
Keep moving on.
Okay. We're back to the sack.
I am thrilled with the quality of this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Super exciting. Been chasing that one for a while. I remember one more newer game that I got that's in one of these cases, but I can't remember the other. Is it sliced? I thought I sliced it. Didn't I slice that one? There you go. Oh, really? Caleb opening. I don't even want to. I want to look at the manual for this, but I don't even want to touch it. I almost want to put this shrink wrap. Silent Hill blew my mind when I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you got there?
Def Jam Vendetta.
How's my case quality here? Not so
that
great.
That one's the weakest of the three so far, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's acceptable.
I'm gonna. You're going back upstairs, but
He's gonna take a moment, and he's gonna sequester Loki. So, Def Jam Vendetta, and I'll tell Phil and Caleb Ben more about this in a little bit. This is the first of the Def Jam games for the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox. Let's open this up. It did come with the manual, which I'm super excited about. So it is complete. Yeah, this PS2 jewel case has seen better days, but the artwork is still solid. Let's check on the disc. It is Black Label as well. And it did not cost me a fortune. This was also under market value. This is the first of the Def Jam games. Check out that disc.
it's pristine.
Yep. So the artwork is good. This is the first of the Def Jam games, the two that came out on this console.
I have not seen this one in the wild. I have seen Fight for New York in the wild, but it was like over $100.
Fight for New York right now is crazy, and it's one of the games I'm chasing that I can't seem to get a good auction on, and the price continues to go up. People are, we talked to a guy who said it was because of the DMX passing, but I don't know whether there's just more copies of this or what, but Fight for New York is expensive. Like $230 expensive right now.
Yeah, the artwork is good here. If you really wanted to, you could just switch out the case, but it's good enough.
If I have a PS2 game that I loathe, I'll just switch the jewel case for it for sure. All right. I know what the last one is now. It's gonna be might be your favorite game though, out of all of these.
Oh, probably. You didn't own this?
I did not. Isn't that amazing?
This is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I don't know how to say that.
Resident Evil Biohazard 7? 7 Biohazard. I
that
call
the
it
title?
RE7. I call it RE7.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were, you would call it RE7.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
you're right. It's it would be obviously between this and Mario 64, but yeah, this will be my favorite of the ones in this list.
Do you think you
Yeah.
like that more than Mario 64?
Mm-hmm.
This one's still shrink wrapped. It wasn't like a greatest hits copy or anything. I gameplayed this that year, and I was like, I couldn't believe when I was doing inventory. I was like, how do I not own this?
Yeah.
What? I own 8?
Yeah.
What am I doing? And it was like I don't know, maybe it was a collector or something, but somebody had an unopened copy for like $17.
Oh, yeah.
Like, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty good value.
I think it probably was done retailing new at 20. Like, it wasn't ever going to go below 20.
And since you don't need to play it, you could leave it in the shrink wrap.
Nope, I don't. I mean, unless I really, really, really wanted to, but I think I'll keep it in the shrink. Not that that's a thing with this generation of games, but you never know. I'm trying to find a copy of effing Fight for New York for...
If you really wanted to play it, you have a PS5, and it's free on there. So it's one of those PS Plus collection games.
It's a collection game?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder... This isn't on Game Pass then, though.
It's not on Game Pass,
Yeah,
no.
so that's the difference. So we have, Caleb, if I was going to rank these in order real quick on my list, probably Mario 64, Silent Hill, Turtles in Time, Def Jam, and then this is probably somewhere in my top 100, but it's probably pretty far down. Resident Evil 7 is. Thanks for playing that game with me.
Yeah.
I've literally been waiting to have
I can't believe
you guys do that with me.
you kept them in the packages. I would have been... I guess I did that once. Didn't you guys open packages for me?
Yep.
So I managed to do that once, but...
This is a... you're right, because that's a... I don't know how much that is cumulatively, but that's pretty... I mean, those were hauls that I hunted for a while.
Yeah.
I'm super thrilled to have Silent Hill. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to give a kidney for it. So
How many games are left on your hunt?
there are probably 7.
Okay.
2 of which are really hot. Like, look for them daily. That's Def Jam, Fight for New York, and Hyperstone Heist.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those are the 2. And those aren't going well, though, because the price on those is like...
Yeah.
It's going up. Like, I'm actively watching auctions, and then I'm thinking, okay, this has to have peaked.
Yep.
No, this one just went for $20 more than the last one. And that didn't happen even a few months ago when I started looking for Silent Hill. I mean, I stole that Silent Hill. I don't know whether guys were tired of watching the auctions or what, because I was probably somewhere between 20 and 30 auctions.
It might have been a quick sale, too. Maybe people didn't catch on to it right away. And
it was a normal auction like anything else. Like, the clock ticked down. I wasn't the only bidder, but
cool.
It went for below market.
Yeah.
So I was happy that I got it. And that one was in really good shape, too.
Yeah.
There were definitely more along the way that I was willing to spend more on and lost, for sure. I don't know whether there's just not that many copies of Hyperstone Heist. I think that might be
Could
it.
be.
And maybe the same thing with Fight for New York. Like, I'm looking at, it doesn't even matter what platform. It's more expensive on PS2 because that was the larger install base.
Yeah.
But the Xbox copy is still like, God, there was one up today. It was like $150. Turtles in Time is the expensive one. I had those switched. If you want to complete Turtles in Time, or not Turtles in Time, sorry, Hyperstone Heist. If you want to complete, like, pristine, complete in box, manual, case, game, it's like $330.
Yeah.
For a Genesis game. And I'm like,
Yeah, I ran
just
into that
can't.
when I was looking for Chrono Trigger. It was like, I don't want to spend $400 on this.
Chrono Trigger's even worse. And
Yeah.
even more expensive. And those SNES games.
That was 2 or 3 years ago, too. So by this point, it's probably even hotter.
There's some consoles where I've given up the ghost on that. Like a Genesis, you can get a case.
Yeah.
Because of the way those were manufactured. But
I
SNES cases?
The guy that I buy cases from, I'll send you that link. Because I really like those cases. They're not like the cardboard ones, but they're kind of like the Family Video, like the container that you get.
Oh,
with Family
yeah,
Video,
right, yeah.
But then with like custom artwork printed on them, I think they look really nice.
Yeah.
So it's a good replacement for.
I think I'm going to go down that route for Turtles in Time, I
you
bet.
spend $8 on that. I mean, that's just as good as
We're looking for like a what is it? It's not it's not dopamine, but we're looking for a chemical release when we look
Yeah.
at a case. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whatever that is, and it's not serotonin. Serotonin is the one that you cross stuff off the
yeah.
list. But whatever that is, maybe
just,
it is dopamine.
Adrenaline.
I'm so jacked up about my Turtles in Time case, brother. Don't you dare cut a promo. You stop it.
Yeah.
You stop it.
No one wants to talk about wrestling. Stop
What do
talking
you-
about wrestling.
Yeah, why did you
all the
reference
time.
wrestling?
Jeez. You give him one inch of hope on wrestling, and he's just like goes off on a tangent.
Easy, big shot. Easy.
Oh man, does this mean that he? Okay, well we're gonna still give him his big shot time, I guess.
Tonight, no, this week counts. Yes, we're dipping into the pool of time for that.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But so I think it makes most sense to me. We did past. What if we do present, as in games we've been playing, and then future?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
I like how we both were gonna ask each other at the same time.
No, you go ahead. I only got one game. Surely you
Okay.
played 2.
I played 3.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
More than I did.
So I finished Biomutant.
You finished Biomutant?
It's not that long. It's really not. It's like 25 hours, 30 hours maybe.
To me, that sounds like an eternity. But I understand a man off of AC Valhalla.
From an open world game perspective,
Okay.
you would expect it to be longer.
Yeah.
And I didn't do. So I did get the platinum trophy.
Even at that hour count, okay.
Yeah,
That's
but I did
starting
not do anywhere near everything in that game. There's a lot that's not included in the trophies.
Interesting choice.
Right. But I'm glad for that because I was kind of feeling like a lot of it was filler anyway.
Yeah, I keep thinking about the size of the team
Yeah.
that you told. I didn't know. And after you told that story about how small the group of developers were, I'm giving that game all the slack in the world.
Exactly.
For that
Yeah.
reason.
And I think it's decent. I think if you, like I said it last week too, but if you're an open world person, if you love open world games, play this one. You'll like it. It's going to be on that B tier, but it's worth playing.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere in the gaming vernacular that we have open world game that is like a Mafia GTA style, and then there is a fantasy open world game like this? Are those separated in any way? Because if you were telling me about a Just Cause GTA like, I may go to that at this quality, like Mafia.
Right.
Last year I played Mafia. That's a good example of that. It is like mediocre
Or
at best,
like,
but
Sleeping Dogs.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love Sleeping Dogs.
Actually, that's actually kind of splits the gap between the A and the B tier. I would say it's
Yeah.
almost A. It's almost
Sleeping
there.
Dogs so good.
It's really good.
It is, but I would understand if someone
Yeah.
says, "Oh, this is a GTA."
Yeah.
I'm fine. It's not.
We're talking Saints Row 2 territory here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not 3. So I don't, and maybe, sorry, all the way back to my question. Is there a way to split those, like fantasy and reality, military, open world?
Not like
Not really.
not succinctly.
Okay. Because I know what this is,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to go to it for
Yeah.
that reason. But if it was that other kind of game, I would probably have tried it.
If I would, this is more on the like Immortals. What are some of the other?
Not Zelda.
Not
but-
kind of. It's kind of got some Breath of the Wild in it a little bit. Yeah, but definitely fantasy.
Okay.
This is not. They try to touch on some stuff with the story about like loss and grief and forgiveness and stuff, but
How does that go? Bummer.
Not fleshed out. Yeah,
Gotta be careful with that stuff.
That's the theme with every like part of this game is that they tried, they swung for it, they didn't really get there. They maybe they swung for a home run and hit a single, and sometimes they swung and missed. Like it doesn't do anything particularly well, but it does everything okay. So
Okay.
You do not need to play this. This is not for you. This is not for Logan.
What is though?
I know, right? Guy plays like 3 games a year.
Do you even game, bro? I didn't think so.
Go back to playing COD.
God, dude, bro. Gears of McCheese over here. Mirror. I don't know. Mirror Gears. You suck.
Gears.
Go hang out with that purple freak friend of yours.
Yeah, that's Biomutant.
His name is Grimace. Sorry.
Played a. I didn't. Okay, I guess it's kind of. I played a little bit more of World's End Club, not a lot. So I will update you more when I have more to say about that.
Will you see that through?
Yeah.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It turned into. I thought it was going to be more visual novel. It turned into a little bit more platformer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Once you got out of that original spot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll see how that goes. Stuff I've played so far hasn't been great, but the story is interesting.
It's the story. You're not there. It's kind of a bummer where you're like, I don't want a game right now.
Right.
I'm not here to play a video game.
Yeah. I just want to know what happens.
Right. All right.
But yeah. And then I went back to Strikers a little bit. Yeah.
Tell me more.
I am enjoying it a lot more now. I put it on easy. And
now you're living it.
I just being able to just mash square is fine.
Viable.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Because again, it's not about the gameplay in that game.
It's not.
It's you want to get through that so you can get to the story bits, you know.
How good is the soundtrack?
It's amazing.
It's really great.
Like I started to play it like while watching basketball. And I was like, I want to just turn down basketball and turn
That's
this
the
up.
way to go.
Yeah.
Mute the basketball. Yeah.
Especially because the games lately have been garbage.
Yeah, right. That music's so
But
good.
yeah.
I like all of it. I would say there's some ups and downs in my opinion in the Persona 5 soundtrack. I think there's some really high highs and some I really like the Strikers one throughout. The individual, they're not dungeons. What are they called? Jails. I think the jail music's pretty good, except for the combat arena music that gets repetitive, but otherwise the unique jail music I think is good.
Yeah.
The boss music is unique, and oh man, when they're on that road trip music, so good. Or when you're exploring the individual city areas.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still in the first jail.
First jail? Okay.
I think I'm getting up to the boss. I think I'm there. I've like disabled there was a bunch of spotlights and you have to disable them one at a time. And then I think now, because it forced me to leave the jail and it's like, come back when you're ready to fight. So I'm assuming that's,
yeah, it's similar. The calling card structure is the same.
Okay.
You go in, you wipe it out, then you get ready to sort of pin the actual person down in real life. Then you go in and you kill their alternate personality.
Okay.
Be careful with when you get to it, be careful with the side quest stuff. Don't overdo yourself on that.
Okay.
Is my only advice. Is because you just go back into those jails you've been in and you just grind out to-do lists. And for you are that kind of gamer, but I'm glad you're playing this again and you and I both appreciate and enjoy the same things. And I just finished Jail 3 and heading into 4, and I think I can't do that side quest stuff anymore because I've already been in those jails. I've beaten those bosses, and it's just go in and redo those again, then come back and get some XP.
Gotcha.
And if you're playing on easy, you probably don't need
the
it.
Experience, yeah.
So I would just say keep on enjoying those story bits because that stuff is still very strong.
Okay.
If you like those characters, it's the same structure. Each one gets their individual jail adversary that means something to them, and then everybody, let's be there for you as you take this on, you know what I mean? And then that's still all feels really good.
Cool.
Phantom Thieves, baby.
Yeah.
Do you think they're done? Because this is like a sequel, man. I know it's not the same kind of game, but like narratively, this is a sequel.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine they would do another
Phantom Thieves, Persona 5 game.
You will see these characters again for sure, but I don't think we're going to see any more of this story. I don't know. We'll see how this one wraps up, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that either.
I mean, it's a Musou game, Dynasty Warriors-esque, and it seems like those are easy to pump out. If you go by other series,
Yeah.
so maybe they will do a Strikers 2 or something. I don't know, but I don't know. We have definitely not seen the end of the team though. We've not seen the end of the Phantom Thieves. They will be in future games. I can pretty much guarantee that.
Really?
Yeah.
But what kind of game?
Yeah, that could be anything. I mean, we've
Okay.
literally had rhythm games. We've had Muso. We've had
Yeah.
there was the 3DS ones where it was like a first person dungeon crawler. Like they have shown they're very unpredictable in that way.
And with like Persona 3 and Persona 4, eventually those ran out of steam. You know what I mean?
No, not really. I mean, they're still popping up here and there. I mean, they did the fighting games. They did. I mean, the dancing games just came out like not that long ago.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And they went all the way back to 3 for that.
You're right. Maybe, yeah, I guess if it's something like that, sure, where they are a character that appears.
Yeah.
But and maybe I'm wrong about this, but it seems like this is the most they've invested into a single group of characters, right?
Yeah.
Just based on the size and scope of Strikers.
Right. I mean, they did do. There was an add-on to 3, that was only in the FES version.
Really?
And it was like
right.
a 20-hour new
remember
dungeon
that.
and all that.
I didn't play it, but I remember it.
Yeah, I never played it because I read that it was really hard, even on like easy.
Even on easy.
I don't think there was a difficulty mode or something like
Okay.
that. So I remember seeing that and being like, I don't want to struggle with a Persona. That's not why I play Persona.
Why you play them, right?
So
I'd be curious to see if like they get like a trilogy in some way, or if they're gonna move on. Because this group, people like me, this is the only thing you'll be right tonight about. Logan, are you gonna say? All right, fine. Never mind. I give him one chance, one opportunity. He doesn't say anything.
Doesn't even do it.
Yeah, but this group of characters got unloyal Persona fans like you, but then it also got like me and him. So
yeah,
this one really, people really like this group of characters.
Yeah.
So
that's it for me. How about you?
I spent time playing one game this week, Returnal.
Okay.
I have notes because I didn't want to forget anything. The big thing that happened today was I reached the boss of the first biome.
Oh, okay.
More or less kicked my ass.
I've heard that's what generally happens.
And I get it. That's what happens with these games, right? That run was probably around like 45 minutes. It was long. What happened right before that is I got a trophy for, what was it? It's called like cheating death or something. I got an extra life, and I don't know where I got it.
Did you get the little astronaut bobblehead thing?
Yes.
That's what it was.
That's it?
Yeah. And did you equipped that?
Yeah.
This is the part that's going to piss you off.
Is that it?
That's it. One-time use. You can't do that anymore.
I had no idea.
Logan did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, oh, cool, I got an artifact. And there's no description on it or anything.
No.
So he just equipped it, revived once, and then he was like, okay, well, from now on, I'll get an extra life. That's extremely useful. And then, nope, one-time use. It's stuff like that that turns me off from the game.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yep.
I don't know where I stand on this as of today. I feel like I'm where Logan was after week 1. And maybe next Sunday I'll be like, I effing hate this thing.
Or you'll be like, I'm on run 150.
And it's the best thing ever. You guys are morons.
Yeah.
I like the way it feels. I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I love the way it sounds. I love the atmosphere. It's got this Aliens Prometheus vibe that they really nail,
mm-hmm.
you know. And the way the music twists and turns when enemies are approaching you, and it gets very like dour,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel that threat, and it's cool. I did what I never do, and I went out and watched some YouTube videos of pro tips, like 10 essential things for
10 things you wish you knew before you started.
which I totally did because I was like, I'm going to hate this if I don't. And I didn't want to be completely turned off to it right away. So, also, I want to mention that my boss run for that biome, just the first biome, was on try 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I think, and it was the first run after I immediately absorbed some of that information. One of the biggest tips was kind of like, it sounds stupid when you say it, but it's don't get hit.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Because if you treat every encounter, which I do have some fondness for difficult games, when I treat every encounter like a boss encounter, like my life depends on it, that really does bring out something in me that I enjoy, which I haven't done in a while. But even this one enemy, you can't hit me. I cannot get hit by this thing. And that led to the adrenaline boost, the multiplier boost, and some pretty good success on that run. I was really concentrating rather than, like a Call of Duty where you're conditioned to take damage, or even any other action adventure game, like a God of War. It's fine, just take some damage, get through it.
Right. Or even Bloodborne, where if you take damage, you can get it back because if you're aggressive enough,
Right.
it almost encourages taking damage. So,
Sekiro, you got to go in there and you got to counter.
yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's different than that. Like at all costs, do not get hit. The other thing is, and it's almost countervailing forces to what I just said, but push forward. And it reminded me of when you're playing Hades and it first clicks with you that you have to dash basically back and forth on top of an enemy. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You go behind the enemy, turn it around, then go behind it again, and force it to change directions. And that is, you'll do so much more damage, like actually engaging, than like getting far away from an enemy, strafing, and hiding behind walls. Get in there and confuse it, and then pop, pop. Get in there and confuse it, pop, pop, pop. And that was a big revelation for me in how much I enjoy it. And I also saw some stuff like some of these weapons get pretty crazy. Some of these bosses get pretty crazy, and it looks like visually like stunning. Some of that stuff I saw, and I was like, I want to do that. And that whether or not that actually happens, I don't know.
Right.
But the stuff that I consumed while getting some of those tips, I did. Have you watched any G4 stuff?
No,
They call it G4 before.
I forgot that was back.
So Sessler's done a few reviews, and they're in like the old X-Play style.
Oh, nice.
Except he did a bit where he kept like ending the interview and then came back and then would restart not the interview, sorry, review. I apologize. Wrong word. The review would start and then end again, and he'd keep on doing it. And his was pretty insightful. I was like, who is this for? And he's basically in the first minute, do you have kids? No. Are you in a relationship? No. Do you have a job? No. All right. Returnal is for you if you're none of those things.
Yeah.
And that was actually, it's because I'm worried about the length. I'm worried about the saving. Housemarque solution with like putting my system in rest is not where I want to be. But I do know at the core of this game, I do enjoy playing it. I enjoy listening to it and looking at it. It's just whether or not it's going to be one, too hard, or two, if the save thing bites me.
Right.
Because I can't be in front of my TV for 4 hours at a time, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So.
Is it in suspended right now?
It is.
Like
it always is. Yeah. No, it always is. In fact, my PlayStation 5 for this week has not been off and has been always mid-run. And luckily nothing's happened, but it's always been mid-run. Last night, my daughter wanted to watch something on YouTube TV, and I was like, all right, we'll just be No, we gotta watch it over here on the Xbox. But I want to watch it. No. What's up with that TV? Shh. Watch over there. She's just like, whoa, what did I do? I just want to watch Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you touch this TV ever.
This TV is off limits.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I do want them to. Next week, I could see myself putting it down and then saying, until you figure out this save thing, I'm not going to come back to you.
Yeah.
But damn, I do like playing it. The one other thing I want to mention is when that boss run was over and I died, I immediately got my ass kicked. The difficulty ramped up, and it was not on purpose. Or, sorry, it was not.
It was on purpose.
Yeah, it was on purpose. It's not an accident, is what I was trying to say. It definitely was ramped up.
That's kind of what Logan was saying last week, too. It was his experience.
Yeah, he said immediately he walked into a room and died.
That happened. That happened to me in my third run. I didn't even get to the boss. But yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head here. Where I think for me, it's everything about that game was great. Like the look, the feel, everything. But I personally don't enjoy playing it. I don't really like that style of combat. I don't know what it is. Like it's too chaotic, I guess, for me. I need it to be a little bit more. Do this, then this, then this. You know.
Okay. I respect that, especially when I see a new enemy and it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
Stress.
Yep.
And the whole like, I need to not take damage thing it's a bit much, especially because I don't know what this thing does. Oh God, it teleports.
Yeah.
You know? Shit. Or it's got some kind of armor coming from nowhere and I don't know where. But the only way to incremental winning.
Yep.
I'm more like you in that way. I don't come to games to play that way. Man, I do like it though. So
I feel like if this game came out when you were in college, you'd be all over it.
yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Even after that, like there was a good 6 or 7 year run after college where I was just an animal.
Yeah.
Difficulty didn't matter.
You'd be like, "Can I turn on permadeath for this?"
Yeah. Sure. Fine. What's the achievement for it?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Shut up, McCheese. Nobody asked you. I've got tons of achievement points. No one cares.
No one cares. That it?
I think, for games I played, that is absolutely it.
The only other thing I've been doing is I've been watching just way too much of competitive Dota.
Have you really?
Yeah. It bit me, kind of like the MK competitive thing bit you for a while there.
I'm trying not to be too excited about this, but now you understand me in a new way.
Yeah. So I've watched here and there over the past few years, but I don't know why, but I decided like I'm going to follow this one team. I'm just going to follow like I do with sports. Like, I'm just going to follow this one team. I'm going to watch their matches and then see how they respond to things. And I've learned so much about the game just watching them.
Right?
And I'm never going to be on their level ever, you know. Same thing.
Right.
But it's like I've just as a concept of the game, like I didn't understand at all how supports worked before because, like, you probably don't know a whole lot about Dota, but your squad of 5, generally you have 3 cores and 2 supports. The cores are the ones that are going to do the damage and take the damage, and your supports are there to do, like, heals or stuns or stuff on the other enemies. And I didn't really understand what the supports were there for or how their game flow went. And in just watching this team, like they have probably 2 of the top 10 supports in the world on this one team. And they like just watching them, I've learned so much about the game and just how it works as a whole. It's been really entertaining to watch that. There's a tournament going on right now. And I've been watching Nigma is the team I've been watching.
Yeah, I've actually heard that name.
They're from Eastern Europe, from a bunch of different countries, but that's where they're based. And it's been a lot of fun to watch. They've also been winning a lot, so that's been good to see too. They won a game today. I guess spoilers if you care. Usually Dota games go about, I would say typically somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes.
Mm.
Sometimes they go longer. There has been games that have gone like 2.5 hours.
Whoa, really?
There are games that go long.
Wow.
They won one today in, it was 14 minutes. They won a match. It was
Against another professional team?
Yes, they just
Jeez.
absolutely rolled over them and the other team. So you can call GG at any time you want, and then you just give up.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, their entire team got wiped during a fight. They still had a lot of resources available, but they were all dead, and there was just no path for them to get back. So they were like, GG, we'll just call this one good. There's no way we're winning this.
That's wild.
Like 14 minutes in.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I, similar to you, follow one professional Scorpion player the same way. And so anytime he's in a tournament, I'm locked in
Yeah.
and pulling for him because it's not an S tier character. He's already at a disadvantage because that's the way that's structured. And it's like, but that's the character I play. And like, I'm rooting for you because you're the underdog out of the gate.
And you get to see them evolve, right? Like you get to see, like, he got absolutely raked by that player, but then the next time he came across it, he did this differently. You get to see how they adjust everything.
Yep.
If you're trying to watch everybody do everything, you're not going to see that. So
Yep. You're exactly right. That's awesome. Yeah, we understand each other on that level now. Yeah. It's funny how it can kind of take over your entertainment space, isn't it?
Right. Especially because this tournament they've been playing either 4 or 6 games every day. So it's
tons of content.
It goes through the rest of the week too. So it's going to be a lot more Dota. But I'm really enjoying it.
Good for you. Yeah, I think that started with me with Games Done Quick in a weird way, and then it kind of evolved into MK. And I will still watch those streams, but I think if I do watch any gaming, especially professional gaming, and I would categorize those speedrunners as professionals.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it would be MK for me. It's funny you brought that up. Today, I looked at MK11 and I almost uninstalled it.
Wow.
I didn't. But I looked at it like I am at like 90%. I'm running out of room. What do I need to do? And so I looked at MK11 and I was like, no, I'm going to finish other games before I uninstall this. That's where I landed. I was like, you're not coming off here.
It's so interesting too how like something can consume you for so long, and you like while you're doing that, you're thinking there's no way like this. I'm going to keep doing this for the rest of my life. And then one day it's kind of like, maybe I'm done. And then a month later it's, I'm probably done. You know, like it's weird how it works like that.
For me, it's been a little bit longer scale than that because I've gone maybe 6 or 7 months not playing it and then picking it back up. So we'll see if that holds. Eventually, I don't know. Eventually it'll happen, but I wasn't ready today. I looked at it and I was like,
but the first time you thought about it.
Yeah. No, it crossed my mind. Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, too soon. Finish Valhalla.
Yeah.
You got to do something else, man. You can't uninstall it. Don't do it. So, yeah.
All right. Should we move into E3 predictions? We need to go through Logan's first.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and mention since he can't seem to find his voice.
Let me try to find it here real quick.
Oh, wait. I have one other video game question for you.
Oh, yeah.
I made a note. So I need to know from you when Final Fantasy VII Integrate comes out.
Thursday.
I thought it was soon. I own a copy of Final Fantasy VII for my PlayStation 4. What do I need to do?
Do you want to play the Yuffie stuff?
Yes.
Then you need to buy the $20 Yuffie.
It's just that. Is that available on PS5?
You have the disc version.
I do.
Right? Okay. So you put your disc into the console. It will automatically do the PS5 upgrade, the new graphics and all that.
Okay.
But the Yuffie stuff is not included in that. So you do have to buy that separately.
And does the base game need to be installed to do Yuffie?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I don't know for sure, but I think the way that works is you can go into like chapter select and then just just play the Yuffie one if you want. Or you can just start from the beginning and then it comes up naturally in the story.
It does. That's interesting.
I think that's how it works.
Thank you. Yeah. I saw the digital stuff and I was like, no. I don't want to spend $70 on this.
Right.
I already own this. What do I do?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to ask you because I was like, you know what? I'll say
it was really complicated the way they did that because they also did the PS Plus free version, but that's not eligible for the free upgrade, and it's crazy. There's a lot of this and that.
I don't feel silly asking you that question. Then I looked at it. I think it was yesterday, after I died on Returnal. I was surfing around and I was like, "How do I save it?" Just ask Caleb.
Yeah,
save it.
So the it's Intergrade is the PS5 version of the game. Intermission is the Yuffie content.
I did not understand that. Really, intermission is the Yuffie content. That's all I want to play because I've played that game like 1.5 times already.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
All right, ready for this?
Are you speaking for Doofus?
Yes. Yeah. Because apparently he's mad at us for some reason, doesn't want to talk all of a sudden. I don't know.
It's not. We've been totally complimentary of you this whole time. What's he so mad at?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Giving us the silent treatment, which is actually kind of nice. Nice for him to shut up for a while.
God, he's all you going to trivia? Unbelievable.
Here are his predictions. Halo Infinite multiplayer beta is live now, and the game is released on November 5th. That is extremely specific.
Insider trading, man. Goodness gracious, that is specific.
So he's saying that there will be a beta live during the Microsoft press conference.
So they're going to announce it? Is that what you think he's saying? And the beta is live now.
Yeah.
Internet breaks.
What percentage chance do you give of that happening?
Okay. I'm going to give the release date a 5% chance.
Okay.
And I'm going to give the beta a 25% chance.
Okay. You think the beta is more likely than the...
I guess that exact release date.
Exact.
I got 364 days.
If he would have
prove him wrong,
if he would have just said November, I would probably bump that up. But it being November 5th, I think is, that's a dumb prediction.
That's oddly specific. He must be new at this.
Then his next three here, I think, pretty safe bets. Like extremely safe bets. He's saying that there will be Starfield gameplay, Madden detailed, and a new WWE game detailed.
Where would WWE show up at though, or would it just be like a random trailer drop?
I don't even know who makes those.
They don't show those on a stage typically. I'm more stage focused with this, but maybe he's like, they'll just do it this week.
Could it be part of a montage somewhere though?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, as you watch some squares and triangles go up and down in some animation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go out on a limb there and say there'll be Madden.
John Madden football.
I just saw a picture of John Madden the other day. That guy does not look good.
Boom!
Yeah. Doesn't look like he could do a boom anymore.
I'm on the way out. Boom! Yeah. It's all that tough acting to acting.
He also says Battlefield 6 releasing this summer.
Most think that's coming at the EA event.
That's
okay.
Pretty bold.
I haven't heard anything. That would be interesting this summertime.
Battlefield is always like a
quick
Call of Duty competitor, isn't it?
Yeah, which would be if they got out early. Okay. I think that's probably unlikely, but at least wise it's bolder.
Yeah, at least Madden. It's not Madden will be there. There will be an Xbox logo on the screen at some point.
Electronic Arts will be there.
A Forza game releasing in September, he says.
Okay.
I can see that.
We're due for a proper Series X Forza, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone was pretty surprised it didn't come at launch even. So,
I like that one.
Yeah, that one's the best one so far for sure. Rockstar announces GTA Collection with online modes for all.
So is he saying collection? What does he mean by that, you think?
I would think he would mean like 3 Vice City, San Andreas.
And then
Is that what he's
online
thinking?
modes for all of them?
Because did four had an online mode, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not great, but it was
online for 3 Vice City and San Andreas. I think that's what he's predicting.
If that
here.
is what he's predicting, that would be wacky.
That would be super wacky.
Okay.
I don't see that one happening. If anything, I could see.
If we have that one right at all.
Yeah, I would think that the I'm gonna put a twist on his, and say there will be that GTA collection, which I don't think is a thing. But from 3 Vice City and San Andreas, I think you'll see content from those games in GTA Online.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Like you can go to Vice City for a day or something.
That's a clever way to handle that.
Maybe they've already done that. I don't even know.
Well, I don't know because this is one of our big blind spots, right? Like
Right.
people live on that game and we don't know much about it.
Ubisoft tries at home fitness again. Oh, is this that thing that he subscribed to and then they canceled?
Maybe. I know he really liked Xbox Fitness.
Maybe no, that's when he was. Yeah, I'm wrong. That was that. I could guess. I don't know. Again, I'm confused by the again part because I'm not sure what the initial Ubisoft Fitness would be.
If there was a peripheral, I'm forgetting it. Was there a Ubisoft Fitness peripheral?
Could be.
Okay.
What is that? You're such a jerk. You're not even going to explain yourself. He has Beyond Good and Evil 2 with a question mark at the end. I don't know how that's a prediction. You can't put a question mark in a prediction.
He's right. Like they should probably show us some of that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Here's my prediction on that. We're not going to see it.
Take that, dummy.
My prediction on that is that game is dead.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think we're ever seeing that game.
Wow. All right.
I think it's over.
Whoa.
The dream has died.
Rip.
Okay, so before I get into my predictions, a lot of my predictions this year are very pessimistic because I'm tired of being wrong. I'm tired of getting excited about stuff and then being just completely devastated that none of it happened.
That's why you literally grind Logan into silence.
So, yeah, exactly. So, if I'm going to say Beyond Good and Evil 2 is dead and then there's like a trailer or something, that's gonna make me happy.
Oh,
you see what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you keep your expectations low.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
He's also saying the new Switch is releasing this fall alongside a new Zelda. I have a hard time believing that there's a new console releasing this fall because nobody can get
components
for anything right now.
It's not even it's chips, but then even everything else that needs to be in there as well.
And if it was this fall, how has it not? Well, maybe I guess there was some alleged leaks of stuff, but
I think it's and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think it's a bad time for the next system, not only because of the components, but what resolution are they going to push that thing out at?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't like where the handheld space for them and the home theater space for them is at right now. Because the Switch came out late at 1080p.
Not even. 720 on the screen.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is that what it pushes? Docked? 720?
I think it's on the screen itself, it does 720. And then if you dock it, I think it has the capability of going to 1080.
Okay.
If I might be wrong on that, but I think that's the way it works.
I believe, we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So, are they going to come up with like a handheld that has a higher resolution and has decent battery life and pushes 4K docked and does HDR?
There is that DLSS stuff where it can kind of fake 4K.
And if they go that route, fine. But that seems like an expensive console to me. Then.
Yeah.
Which is
especially given the shortages.
So that's all those factors has me thinking like Nintendo. It would be very un-Nintendo like.
Yeah.
If they did that this year. Having said that, I'd probably immediately go buy it.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to feel the Mario child gap in my home. My 5-year-old and I today were surfing around. We played a little bit of Lucky's Tale. Like, all right, it's time for
that's not Mario.
Yeah, it's time. It's time for us to have a Nintendo
It's like you're
console
playing
in this house.
Gianna Sisters or something.
Oh, gee. No. We're at Gianna sister's house only. Get out of here. And don't touch the PS5 for the love of God. So if that happened, I'd love that. But I don't think it will.
He's also predicting that it costs $400. That is his prediction. Here.
Okay. I mean, maybe.
He's also saying Mario Odyssey 2 this fall.
God. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd start
like
throwing
that.
some money at Nintendo. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's...
If all that happened this fall, like, go ahead and just payroll deduct Nintendo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Seriously. I don't know if I want to fight another.
And Mario Kart 9, he's saying.
Whoa.
Of all the Nintendo games he's predicting, that one I think is the most likely.
8's a Wii launch, right? No, sorry, Wii U launch. 8 is a Wii U launch.
Yeah,
right?
But then ported to Switch with extra tracks and stuff. Yeah.
So I think 9 is reasonable.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. I like this one, actually. 5 separate Final Fantasy projects are upcoming.
He's probably not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 16/7 stuff.
There's the thing that just leaked or whatever, Origins.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
That's like 16 verses, right?
Who knows? It's supposed to be like an action Dark Souls like type of Final Fantasy game.
Okay.
I think, but I could see that one. I could see it.
Yeah.
Injustice 3.
Sure. I don't think that will happen. I bet they do that on their own clock.
They're on an Injustice cycle, aren't they?
They are on an Injustice cycle, but I bet WB does their own thing for that. In this environment, I bet they're not on a stage.
There's been, I don't think this is going to happen either, but there's been a little bit of talk about Marvel versus DC in that regard. So if they bring in Marvel into Injustice,
that would be cool. That could get me to play one of those in earnest, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I don't play those the way I play Mortal Kombat games for sure. They're different.
And finally, Logan's last prediction: Resident Evil 8 DLC that focuses on Chris's side of the story.
You know way more about that game than I do.
Because you still haven't finished it, right?
I purposefully did not play it this week so we could talk about it next week.
Okay.
So I was on, I'm in the same spot. So I've seen some of the Chris stuff, but I don't have context.
Maybe. I don't know how much else there is to say about Chris's side of the story that you don't already get in that game. So, I don't want to say a whole lot because I don't want to spoil stuff. But I mean, 7 had a crap ton of DLC, so I could see 8 having some.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go?
Yeah. Let me pull up my list here. This actually grew quite a bit, and this is in no particular order. I predict Hideo Kojima will be on the Xbox stage to announce a partnership of some kind and project.
Do you think that's Death Stranding, or do you think it's a new thing?
I think it's a new thing.
New thing.
Yeah, I think it's a new thing. And I could see it being... I don't think it would be a Kojima Productions acquisition necessarily, but I wouldn't 100% rule that out.
Phil Spencer has said it for so long now that they need to get more into Japanese games. So I could see that. They've just been throwing money at this like crazy. Yeah,
and that's the one thing that they have that Sony doesn't in that way. So, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I think we'll see the new Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, I also have that on here. Yeah,
whatever it may be.
Yeah,
I think that we're due for Donkey.
I think the rumors that have come out about that is that it's 2D, but it's also open world in some way.
Interesting.
So, yeah,
that'd be cool.
We'll see, I guess like Hollow Knight kind of thing, maybe.
Oh, okay, with like an overworld,
something like that,
where you can kind of freely
maybe
roam.
Almost like a Metroidvania Donkey Kong.
Okay,
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, that could be kind of sick, actually.
Yeah, I could
get in on that. I believe that Sam Fisher will show up because I say Sam Fisher will show up every year.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all made that prediction for like 4 years in a row. So
I'm sticking
you
to
sticking
it.
to tradition.
I'm the one of the three of us that will stick with that. Yeah, because I love those games.
I'm gonna give up on it, which means that it'll happen.
There
then.
you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you could
I'll
go
give
ahead
you
and,
one.
yeah, if you could go ahead and say I'm an idiot and that won't happen, that'd be great. That way we can do it. I predict a Fable trailer that underwhelms.
Okay. You think it's gonna
Specifically.
underwhelm?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Where those with a discerning eye, so you, me, not you.
Yeah. He'll
You-
be all over it. He'll be like, "This looks amazing.
Yeah, it's like great. Where's Molyneux?
This
Bring
looks
it back.
like that superhero show on Netflix." What was that called? He was excited for it, and Jupiter something.
It was the guy from the Taco Bell commercial that's married to Fergie.
I just laughed so hard because that show came out, and I don't know if you saw the reviews
Ooh,
on
yeah.
it, but they are. Woo.
Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah. I predict Skate 4 will show up.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get us a Skate 4.
It's about time.
Yeah,
I mean,
people have been asking, right?
skipped an entire generation. Wait. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
An entire
absolutely.
generation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had to
had to
think about it
second-
too.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I really did. Yeah. This is not that great. Final Fantasy 16 release date.
Okay.
I think that trailer and a release
Can I
date.
expand on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Final Fantasy 16 release date is announced and then delayed at least twice.
Yeah. There you go. But now you're working. Now you're working this alternate.
Yeah.
So you can be disappointed and then pleased.
Yeah.
I have one Sony prediction out of all this.
Okay.
Sony does Jack, not JAK either.
Yeah, I don't think they're having an event or anything, so.
I would just say that will continue.
But
I know that's not bold, but
not Jack and Daxter.
no.
Okay.
No, he can. I mean, if they do Jack, that could be a little gross. So I hope it doesn't get too out of control. I think we'll see the next Wolfenstein thing.
Okay.
I just don't know what it is.
3? Are we on 3?
We're due for 3. So probably, but I could also see them doing like 2.75 too.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I think we will see an update from Wolfenstein of some kind.
Okay. I can see that.
This is the Starfield trailer hot take that everybody has, but it's not really a hot take. Like, we will see some Starfield something.
We will see Starfield, yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
Like, they have to. You don't make moves like that and then not have Microsoft come in and put their feet on a table and be like, show me Starfield.
Yeah.
Show everyone Starfield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Elden Ring. I think we'll also see Elden Ring.
You think we'll see Elden Ring?
I do. I don't think this the way the money is flying around right now. I do think that that'll be a big show. And if not, like, maybe blame COVID, but Phil Spencer's going to have to do some interviews and explain
the thing
that.
that keeps me from thinking we're going to see Elden Ring is really just George R.R. Martin. That guy can't get anything done. He doesn't get anything
You're
done.
correct. You are correct. So maybe not.
So, I don't know. It depends, I guess, on how much his involvement is.
You got to hope it's minimal.
Yeah. Right?
You gotta.
So that we eventually actually see this thing.
Metroid Prime 4.
Okay.
I'm not sure what shape that takes. Like, I could see them, like, pulling the Metroidvania card and then calling it Prime. Like, I could see them, like, completely putting those expectations on their head and combining the want for a 2D Metroid and a Prime and just, like, take your Metroid. I could see that.
So you're thinking not third person?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I could see, like, a hybrid. I could see, like, this is your Metroid, take it or leave it. We're tired of listening to you. This is, like, my apathetic Metroid take.
Okay.
Like, just take our mediocre Metroid and leave us alone. It's bad.
They tried that with Other M, if you remember that game.
Yes.
I actually liked that game. Everybody hated it. I liked it. But
They know, like, this has been bad internally. It's been bad for years. We can't get it right. Just take the Metroid game and leave us alone. That's there. And that's not hopeful like you, like
Right.
sarcastic hope. That's me thinking, like, where the hell is this Metroid game?
Yeah.
Like, just get it out. Whatever it is, just put it out. I think we see a 15-minute or more Halo Infinite gameplay demo. I think we see a long, very polished demo of that game.
A vertical slice of that game.
There you go. Yeah. Well, maybe even a tile that says, for time consideration, we move forward. Something like that. Yeah. I think the stakes are pretty high. And I know it's just E3, but Sony's like laying back in the cut, like,
they have to nail
go ahead.
They have to. If they don't, it's a disaster.
If there's another like low res
yeah,
texture screenshot of some awful looking brute,
yep,
that's not good for them. That's
yeah,
bad.
agreed.
That's bad. This is the last prediction that I have, and this is the one that I feel like I should be super negative on because it's the one I want the most.
Okay.
What? And it's from the
What
big
you
three.
Want the most?
It's from the big three. Which of the three do you think it's for?
Well, it's not Sony.
It is not. So that leaves.
And you asking this question makes me think it's not Microsoft. So your big thing is a Nintendo thing? Okay. What would you want that's Nintendo?
Some of it I dare say is inspired by what we talked about earlier.
Okay. So you agree with Logan here that they're on a Odyssey 2?
No. Earlier in the night from a retro perspective. An old games perspective.
Right, well, I'm thinking Super Mario 64 is where you're going with this.
Yeah,
Okay.
but of more than that. So this is kind of specific, but this is what it says. Nintendo will release something like Game Pass that is a subscription service that allows their entire library of historic first-party games to be released.
Oh, man.
And Jason buys a Switch immediately, no matter whether it's a new system or not.
See, here's the thing. Here's why I don't think that is going to happen. I think that Nintendo functions like Disney in that way, where they realize that they can slow trickle things out and people will buy them in that slow trickle. They're playing the long game here. Microsoft's all in. They're like, we got to get it all in right now. But I think Nintendo has seen the cash cow. You know, if we put this out now and then put it back in the vault and then pull it out again.
You're not wrong. Yeah, and we just saw it.
Yeah.
You know, with the anniversary collection. People freaking bought Sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants Sunshine. So I get it, but that would be, for me, the thing that like puts me completely over the top. And I realize like they have that library right now, but what if that library was like 5 times bigger and had everything?
Yeah.
I would pay a lot of money a month. Like, how much would you pay for access to that library a month? I'm talking like beyond
I don't know that I would.
Oh, really? Do you think because you own all these games on various platforms?
Yeah.
I think I'm looking for, now that we're cross like several systems, I'm looking for a legal emulator for all these things. I would pay like $20 a month, maybe even more. To like be able to sit down and play all the Mario games with my kids.
I was just gonna say the other part of it for you is like you can show this to your kid. I've seen this stuff. You know?
Yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah.
I don't need to go back and play Mario 2. I've seen it. You know?
You don't have an itching for that?
No.
Yeah, turnips and throw them at no. Yeah,
No.
okay. Weird goose egg guy.
No.
Whatever he was
And
called.
actually, the stuff that I would want to go back and play, I either own or I have on the mini consoles. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I would do that, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think you're
Also,
right.
I mean, this comes up every now and then too, but like I don't have as much nostalgia for that era as you and Logan do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I would like to see Nintendo do that, but I understand why they won't.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
I think we see BioShock.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's time, right?
Oh my God, Caleb! If that happens, I just got really.
I don't know what
excited.
stage or what presentation that comes up at, but I think we see it.
Those historically, those are big presentations.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Xbox have to be Xbox.
Here it is. No Beyond Good and Evil. Literally written right there.
Dead.
Dead. I think this Final Fantasy Origins thing, I think we'll have a demo that comes out like way before the game does.
Really?
I'm not saying that the demo is going to come out like at E3, but I'm going to say that they're going to announce a demo that's going to be out like, I don't know, in the fall or something, and then the game will come out like a year and a half later.
Similar to the 15 tech test,
Yeah.
where
like
it was really like not
Yeah.
anything related to the game.
Or wasn't there
at
a Kingdom
all.
Hearts thing they did that was like super early? I don't remember now, but like I think we're going to see a demo for that thing that's way too early.
Okay.
And Nintendo's going to announce some super obscure JRPG from like the Super Nintendo that they're translating to English for the first time. Because they do that at literally every direct.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay.
We're finally going to find out. We're going to hear from Rocksteady for the first time in forever. We're going to hear from Rocksteady, I'm thinking.
At a particular stage?
I don't know.
Okay. That would be cool.
Yeah.
What have they been doing?
Yeah, I know, right?
I bet
They've been silent forever.
I bet it's badass. What
Probably,
they're doing.
That Starfield trailer that you both predicted, I think we're going to see a 2022 release date on the end of it. Just the year. No quarter, no month, nothing. Just 2022.
That's a thinking man's prediction right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. That's so. It's so funny you say that. I'm like, oh my god, that's so likely to happen.
You could just see it, right? Like you just see
Picturing
like
it.
a spaceship like go across the screen, and then behind it just 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we're going to see a TV trailer for one of the following three, and I'm not sure which one, so I'm giving myself three here. We're going to see a TV trailer for either Resident Evil, Halo, or Devil May Cry.
Well, there's already that Resident Evil thing, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a Netflix show?
Yeah.
What is, yeah.
Mhm. So I think we're going to see a trailer for one of those three.
Okay. All right.
In one of these press conferences for video games, we're going to see a trailer for a TV show, is what I'm predicting here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Perfect Dark is going to be, there's going to be a trailer for Perfect Dark. It's going to be like very character story based. Like it's going to be like deep into Joanna Dark. Like it's going to be, yeah. I know this is weird, but I think Microsoft is trying to compete with Sony on the deep story.
You're gross.
And I think
Just because you scrolled past that in a hotel deep into Joanna Dark, you're gross. Stop it. You're gross. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. Deep into Joanna. Sorry. Carry on.
it's
He's
fine.
disgusting.
He's a terrible person. But yeah, they're trying to compete with Sony. They're trying to compete with God of War. They're trying to compete with Last of Us. And I think this is the franchise they're going to try with.
Sorry,
I know.
I mean, if they were gonna do it right,
Yeah.
it'd have to be something like that. Oh man, that would be like the gritty character development story.
Yeah.
Whew. I would advise against that, Nintendo.
Right? I'm not saying it's going to be good. I'm just
No.
going to say it's going to be
That's
there.
why I've just put my stamp on it.
I'm going to say no Breath of the Wild 2, Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, or Switch Pro.
Jeez.
None of those make an appearance at all. Not even mentioned.
Okay.
An Elder Scrolls trailer that reveals literally nothing about the game.
Yeah, that's okay. Also, like Starfield, pretty likely. Yeah. Just
It's
like
going to be like a couple of dudes fighting or something for 30 seconds.
some canned
and then-
animation of guys fighting
Yep.
and like a wagon wheel and
Yeah.
a horse.
Yeah, no like setting, no characters, nothing. Just generic as hell Elder Scrolls, and then no release date, no window, nothing. Just title card.
And then people lose their minds.
Yeah, yeah. And then the last one I had was the Donkey Kong thing, which we already talked about. So
I like it.
yeah. So we shall see.
That kicks off for Saturday. Next Saturday.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so.
June 12th?
Yeah.
Does that sound right? Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to keep track of that. and see who came close. I might have to listen to this podcast because I deleted those as we were talking.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Were they in your notes?
No.
Oh. Well, they are recorded, so.
Yep.
There
we go.
All right.
Close call. Close call.
Anything else on games?
No. We have spent a good chunk of time.
We
on
did,
this
yeah.
Yeah, it was the grab bag that let it off, and yeah, we definitely covered games this week. I'm done.
So moving to TV.
Go ahead.
I have just a couple of quick notes on some stuff. Did you see that there's a new episode of I'll Be Gone in the Dark coming?
No.
I don't know what it is. I just saw it pop up on the calendar.
Whoa. When is that?
Next Monday, I think.
Next week?
Yeah. Like not tomorrow, but like a week after.
Wow. Any context for what that is?
I don't know. I just saw it pop up and I'm like, okay, I need to mention this to make sure that you saw it.
I'm all over that.
Same idea. Did you see that Betty is coming back?
Yes,
next
that
week?
I did
Yeah,
see.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for
Yeah.
Betty. I fucking love Betty.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Your show of the year last year, right?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. It barely beat Ted Lasso on my 1 and 2, but I love Betty.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Did you watch Mythic Quest this week?
No.
Okay.
I need to catch up on Mythic Quest. What is this, like 5 or 6?
Something like that.
Was this the what am I trying to say?
The flashback?
Flashback. Was it good?
It's the best episode of that show, period.
Ever?
To me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's incredible.
Okay, does it tie the flashback episode from season 1
No.
into that? No, it's a totally different.
Totally different flashback.
Really, and it's still just as strong?
Yeah. In my opinion, it's better.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That episode's amazing.
Man, I hope I'm not hyping it up too much
Well,
for
well,
you, but
I need to get on that like right away.
yeah,
I like that
I
show.
really, really like it. And then I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but I think I've been watching Flatbush Misdemeanors.
Is that good?
On Showtime, and that show's really good.
Yeah.
And I hear nobody talking about it. Like I see nothing about it anywhere. So
Showtime's that way.
yeah,
I think they're like, we talked about The Good Lord Bird, and I know like TV critics and like TV junkies like that show, but I feel like there's always like the B and C show on Showtime that is great and nobody talks about it.
yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised that
The show's like, I don't want to hype it up too high, but it's like poor man's Atlanta. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, yeah, it's really good. I think as people start discovering it, I wonder if this is one of those shows that's going to get a second life when it goes somewhere else. Like if this shows up on some streaming service and then people start catching on to it. They're only 3 episodes in too, so maybe it'll pick up a little steam as it goes. But
Okay. I want to watch that, and I need to finish City on a Hill.
yeah,
So
which just got renewed actually.
did it
Yeah,
for just 3 or did
for
you
3.
three?
I know for sure 3, but I don't know beyond that.
I really like that show. Yeah. I feel like Showtime does quality work. It's just not at the volume that HBO and Netflix do.
Yeah, and they have some misses too.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's without a doubt.
HBO they're pretty solid that way. Their stuff's never, well, I shouldn't
And
say never, but
It's particular audiences too.
yeah.
I think HBO does wider ranging, like Betty. Betty's not for everybody.
He came around on it though. The more we talked about it,
Yeah. I think, that's HBO does like more diverse stuff. And I think Showtime, because of who they are and their size, they have to pick their spots.
yeah.
And they just try to nail that one as much. And with that comes some swings and misses.
Yeah.
Right?
And then other than that, there was 3 new shows that started this week. I watched the first episode of all of them.
All right.
First one was Housebroken on Fox. This is their new animated show.
Animated?
Yeah, it's Lisa Kudrow is the main voice.
Really?
Yeah, it's about a group of pets that come together to do therapy sessions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay?
I think there were some okay moments in there. I don't know about this concept though. Like how long can you really
Not long. Not long.
I mean, this is gonna be one of those one and done shows. I
Maybe
feel
next
like.
week.
Right? Yeah. It's got a. I mean, the people in the show. There's a pretty solid cast list behind it, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel bad in saying that because you never wish for a show to not get canceled or
Sure.
whatever. But
Sure. But you know those when you see them
kind of
sometimes.
see the writing on the wall for this one.
Right.
I don't know if this is gonna last.
Yeah. When like rotating black man in the corner from the NFL game comes up, you're like, well, that show's not going to be on very long.
Yeah.
You just know, like
Right.
it just happens.
Yeah, and there's also a really long track record of Fox putting out like 6 episodes of some animated show and then canceling it.
Well, animated shows especially. Yeah.
They've done that for decades.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I watched, or one of the other things, was Sweet Tooth on Netflix.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen
How's
this?
that?
It's actually really good.
Is it really good?
It's the first episode is a lot of setup,
Okay.
and that's all I've watched so far. But I can see how this show could be really solid. The kid that plays the Sweet Tooth, or the main character, is does a really good job. I think, especially I'm pretty sensitive to child actors because they usually suck.
Yeah.
But he's not bad at this at all. And Will, I always get them confused. Will Forte, not Will Arnett. Will Forte he plays the dad in the show.
Okay. 8
He's
episodes.
a little hit or miss for me.
Really?
Because I don't know,
Okay.
maybe it's just because I know him as being more of a goofy actor.
Well, yeah.
So in kind of more serious role, it's kind of hard to take him seriously. But he does okay. I want to keep watching the show. It depends on how much time I have, because they are hard hour-long episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just a lot of time commitment for that one. I mean, there's only 8, so I guess it's not that bad. But
Yeah. I saw the trailer for that and I thought it looked cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Dota anime? We were talking about Dota earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. That was okay.
That's what I thought you said it was okay. Just okay, but I thought it sounded kind of cool.
Yeah. And then the last one on my list was We Are Lady Parts.
I don't know what that is.
Which is a show on Peacock. It's about I only watched the first episode again. They are, I think, all out now. But it's about the formation of a all Muslim girls punk band. Yeah. So it's it's a little bit weird that this is coming out so close to Girls 5 Eva.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
it's
sure.
kind of thematically similar.
Yeah.
But it's different in the way it's shot and the way it's acted and all
Okay.
that stuff. But they are half-hour episodes. First one was pretty good, I thought. It's I don't think it's drop everything and watch good. The thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, it does the narrator thing.
Like the CBS narrator thing.
Kind of like here's a new character. Let us describe who they are to you.
So not like the way Bob Saget did it.
No, like more of like and then you've got Jason. Jason likes to play video games, and they instead of showing us a personality or a character, they tell you the personality of the character. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
You know me, I'm not gonna like that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I don't know. That one's okay. I think it's. I might watch a couple more just to see, but yeah.
Okay. I watched the NBA playoffs. That was it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get to the Mary Easttown finale.
Wow.
I don't.
That is the talk of the town on the TV.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Apparently, HBO Max crashed because too many people tried to watch it all at the same time.
I think that show's really good from what I've seen, but I'm 2 episodes behind now.
Okay.
And I can't, for whatever reason, I'm watching like DVR basketball. I don't know what my deal is. Like, I can't just look at the results. I've been watching games, full games. I don't know why.
Which is even worse because the games lately have been trash. for the most part.
There's a few that have the Lakers or the Clippers games, and then for whatever reason, even though Lakers were getting killed, I had to watch how they got killed.
Yeah.
And Devin Booker's a monster. That dude is unbelievable.
There was a minute in the third quarter where I was like, LeBron's going to do this. He's going to turn it back around. This is where it is. This is how it happens. This is how he cements his legacy right here. Taking a team where your number 2 player got hurt, taking a team full of bits and pieces, turning it around on the number 2 seed, and then winning the series off of it. I was like, this is where it happens. And then Devin Booker makes every single shot he takes,
dude,
for the rest of the game.
It doesn't feel like hyperbole when you say that. Did the guy go for 12 for 13?
Yeah.
I don't recall him missing.
I know, and it's like it wasn't.
There was that stretch in the first half where he made I feel like it was 6 threes in a row.
Yeah. And it wasn't even
tough shots
he
too.
Was getting it wasn't these were not open corner threes. These were fade away, hand in your face.
And they were bottom, dude. Bottom. These things weren't touching the rim.
Yeah.
Bottom.
This is a really kind of a cool year because no matter who wins from here on out, it's somebody new. We haven't seen anybody, and there's no veterans in the playoffs anymore. None of those usual suspects. They are not in there.
Yeah. That's part of it has been. That's why I've been so glued to it in a way. Even though the games are bad, it's been new looks, and for whatever reason I can't stop it even when it's bad.
Yeah.
So that, and I wake up early and go to the gym and play basketball. So I'm really I don't know. I'm gonna have to commit. I'm gonna have to get through the Mayor of Easttown.
I have heard encouraging things about the finale. I don't know what happens because I don't know the show at all, but I've heard it wraps up nicely.
I hope you're correct, because I don't know if you recall, but my first episode where I was well, I know the person that's going to get killed. I know the main mystery, and then I think I know who did it. So I still think that, and I'm curious because if people like it okay, then they couldn't have had the same thought I did. But as soon as I saw 2 characters, that person's dead. And that person did it. And I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see.
But the person is dead that you thought was dead?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they were yeah. Yeah. That's the first episode's fine. I think it probably gets better over time. It's fine. It's a lot of exposition, but I was and Logan and I were too busy arguing. Idiot. They were too busy arguing about whether or not the show was good to talk about whether or not he agreed with me. That's what's going to happen. They're setting it up. This person's the dead one.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to I will wait and see what you think about the finale, and then if you're really high on it, I might check it out.
Right now the one until it might supplant the head, but right now my show is watch that. Yeah, that's the show I've enjoyed the most this year.
Cool.
That we haven't collectively liked. There's other stuff I want to watch the Castlevania anime too.
Yeah.
That looks really good. The last season's out.
4 episodes or
and
something.
They're short.
So,
yeah, and it's good. People like it. So I want to finish up a couple of those seasons and watch this one that just came out.
Yeah.
That Netflix stuff reminded me. There's so much good TV.
Yep. There is more good TV than there is time in the day.
Yes. And then there's bad TV, which you kind of want to watch too a little bit. So you got to pick your spots, We know that. That's what we do here.
Yep.
Bad. Speaking of bad,
everything that he watches.
Are you done?
Oh wait, should we start the timer?
No.
I don't remember where were we on last week.
Let's give him 30 seconds.
Were we on 30 seconds last week?
I feel like last week was a minute, and then it was going to go to 30 seconds this week. Then next week 15, then 7.5.
I think we were on 30 last week.
Were we?
Yeah.
So give him 15.
15?
Yep.
15 on the clock?
15.
All right. Let me get the clock set up here real quick. And we will let him go. Okay. Go. Okay, that's your time.
That's it.
7.5 seconds next week. I hope that's enough.
I hope everyone enjoyed our big shot segment for the week. Well done.
Okay.
Well done. Is that going to do it?
I think that does it.
For the Master of
Yeah.
Unlocking podcast for this,
Yeah.
the year of our Lord 2021,
Yeah.
June 6th.
No thanks to Logan.
Never any thanks to Logan. Never. Good night now.